Good day, everyone. Hope this Friday evening is treating you well. Our blue tit was back in again, and she had a very busy day. By the end of this day, there's the first signs of a cup showing. So she showed up at around 9:30 today, a little bit later than usual. But nonetheless, got straight to it. She did her usual antics, arriving first and followed by quite a few nesting shuffles before actually going out and getting some new material. And again, it's worth mentioning, the speed on this footage has been racked up quite a bit. As I mentioned, she has done a lot of building today, and overall the time that she had spent in the nest box came to roughly around half an hour that she's actually been in there, and that's quite a lot for such a small little bird. So yeah, she had a busy day. So she can really get into the nesting shuffles by times. You can see she came in here without any material, but yet she decides to do quite a lot of nesting shuffles. And this will become more useful as the nest building goes on. But she seems to really get into it here. She tends to bring a lot of nesting material in bursts. So you can see around 10 o'clock here, she brings in quite a bit, and big clumps come in quite a few times actually. Another one is around 12 o'clock, you'll be able to see that coming up. But then later on, she only arrives in bits and pieces. So she goes off feeding for the rest of the day, here and there, and then comes back to the nest every so often to do a little bit of work. You can see her trying to pull this material in. It's worth saying, I think she's a smart little blue tit. I have seen blue tits in the past when something gets stuck in the nest hole. Sometimes they just tend to look at it complexed and don't really be too sure what to do with it to fix it. But this, our female seems to jump straight up and knows that if you grab this and brings it down, that she's fixed the problem. She's a smart little birdie. You have to admire the plumage of the little blue tits. They're very vibrant birds. They nearly look tropical. I think people get used to seeing them more than anything else. But with their bright yellow and their bright blue heads, and especially the males this time of year, they're extremely handsome looking birds. And it is one of the few birds that actually have blue in their plumage. The only other Irish bird that I can think of off the top of my head. Now correct me if I'm wrong, throw a comment in if you can think of any other birds with blue in their plumage. But the only other one I can think of is a jay, and it has a little blue strip in its wing. A very beautiful bird as well. But yeah, no, really beautiful bird. So you can see this is a Wi-Fi camera from Green Feathers if you are interested. Really great camera, but unfortunately if the Wi-Fi ever goes, you can't see your footage. So you can see here it went for a little while because everyone's sitting at home at the time for the time being and using the internet. So it actually cut off for a few moments there and we just missed one of the visits. Great camera nonetheless. I'm not bashing it in any way. I really like it. So how is everyone else's nest boxes coming along? If you have a nest box up, whether you have a camera in it or not, throw in the comments what's going on in yours down below. Let me know what's going on around the country. You can see when she leaves sometimes that some of the material gets caught up in her feet or wings and actually nearly gets dragged back outside the box with her. I've actually seen this happen on nearly completed nests where one strand gets pulled out, nearly pulls the whole nest out. We'll have to look out for that to see if that happens in this coming season. So during a short shower that we had today, we had a few of them today actually, but she was in the nest constructing when a short shower came, and she actually sat down like this for roughly around 5 to 6 minutes, and it wasn't until then she started to move out. I cropped a lot of it out because all she did was really just sit there, but it was really nice to see that she was just taking a breather. She even when she goes up to the hole here, just takes a wee look out. Always nice to see these moments. I often do wonder what they're thinking and what their process is. You can see she's done quite a bit of building today. You can also see some sort of cup starting to form in the middle there. It's still early days and a long way to go yet, but I'm proud of our little female. We see our male pops in. He generally does be hanging around while she does be doing all the work. You can really tell the difference in the plumage. You can see the lines in the back of his head is much more defined, along with being just a lot more vibrant than the female. Really pretty looking bird. So after he leaves is actually our last sequence of the day. She arrives at just before 5 o'clock to have a last little look around. She doesn't roost in the nest yet, and she might when it gets a little bit more complete. But as always, if you're enjoying the videos, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment of what you think, and subscribe if you haven't. Alrighty, until next time, bye bye.